How much free food can you get in Australia? I tried it. Have you ever wondered? How much food can you actually get for free in Australia? I mean, let's be real, Australia isn't exactly known for being the cheapest place on earth. But what if I told you that, with a bit of knowledge and creativity, you could eat for free? Or almost free. In today's video, we're diving deep into the surprising world of free food in Australia. We'll explore how to find it, who gives it away, why it's more common than you might think, and yes, I'll even show you how I personally got some tasty bites without paying a single cent. If you're a student, a migrant, a budget traveler, or just someone curious about how Aussies share food, this video is made just for you. Stick around, I promise it'll be worth it till the end. And hey, if you've ever gotten free food in Australia or know a good tip, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more real Aussie life content like this. Let's get into it. Let's begin with something called community food programs. Many cities across Australia, from Sydney to Hobart to Perth, run free food programs for people doing it tough. But here's the thing. These programs aren't just for people experiencing homelessness. Some are designed for international students, migrants, or anyone who's in a temporary financial pinch. Places like Food Bank, OzHarvest, and Second Bite distribute perfectly good surplus food that would have otherwise gone to waste. Some churches and councils host weekly community pantry events where you can pick up free fruits, veggies, and bread, no questions asked. In fact, I once went to a community market in Melbourne where they had a whole table of bananas, sweet potatoes, and even loaves of sourdough bread, all free. And no, it wasn't expired or moldy. Just surplus. Next, let's talk about student life hacks. If you're an international student, you're probably already used to budgeting like a ninja. But did you know that many Australian universities offer free food events? I'm talking barbecue days, multicultural potlucks, club meetups with pizza, and the Holy Grail free coffee stations. At the University of Tasmania, for example, there's something called Student Breakfast Club, where students can get toast, cereal, fruit, and tea for free during exam season. I once timed my walk perfectly just to bump into one of these tables. Oh, this toast? Yeah, I was just passing by. Totally innocent. Alright, now here's a secret tip. Supermarkets sometimes give away food, but only if you know when and how to ask. Here's how it works. When items get close to their expiry date, supermarkets like Woolies, Coles, and IGA often donate them to charities. But small, independent shops and bakeries? Sometimes they just give it away directly. If you befriend your local bakery or fruit and veg shop, you might notice they throw away stuff at the end of the day. A polite, friendly chat. Hey, if you ever have leftover bread, I'd be happy to take some off your hands instead of it going to waste, can go a long way. Don't show up with a trolley, of course. But I've personally gotten a full bag of rolls and focaccia like this once. Not every time, but enough to make it worth asking. Now let's talk about food sharing apps. Yes, in Australia you can use technology to find free food. One of the best platforms is called Olio. It's basically a marketplace where people give away unused food items. Maybe they're leaving the country or just overbought groceries. You'll see listings like free carrots, still crisp. Half a tub of yogurt, expires tomorrow. Fresh herbs from my garden, take all. Download Olio and set your location. It's super active in bigger cities, but even places like Hobart and Adelaide are catching on. Another app is Too Good To Go. Although it's more about cheap surplus meals, some places offer $0 pickups toward closing time. Here's something a little more unconventional. Leftover bins at farmers markets. This one's not official, but hear me out. Farmers markets, especially near closing time, often leave boxes of produce that are either bruised, odd-shaped, or too ripe to sell. Many of these go to waste. If you're brave and polite, you can ask vendors if they're tossing anything out. Some will say no. Some might give you a bag of tomatoes, eggplants, or whatever else they couldn't sell. I once got a full bag of zucchini just because I asked. I made a week's worth of stir-fry. And maybe got a little sick of zucchini. Let's not forget about community fridges. Yes, community fridges exist in Australia. These are open-access fridges in public or semi-public spaces where people leave extra food for others to take. They're more common in eco-friendly neighborhoods or areas with strong community vibes. You might find fresh fruit, yogurt, home-cooked meals in containers. One time I found homemade veggie soup in a jar, labeled with the ingredients and date. I boiled it just to be safe. Tasted great. Felt like I was eating someone's grandma's secret recipe. To find one near you, search online for community fridge or ask in local Facebook groups. Let's talk about food rescue cafes. These cafes serve meals made from rescued ingredients, and they often operate on a pay-as-you-feel model. That means you can eat for free or donate if you can. One amazing example is Lentil as Anything, a not-for-profit restaurant that has operated in cities like Melbourne and Sydney. They serve hearty, wholesome vegetarian food and never ask for payment, just contributions. Some people give $0. Some give $20. Everyone eats. Another way to score free food? Volunteering at events. Think marathons, festivals, markets, or cultural celebrations. Volunteers usually get a free lunch and sometimes snacks all day. Plus, you get to meet cool people and feel like part of something. I volunteered once at a sustainability festival and got a curry bowl, samosas, a muffin, and coffee all free. Not to mention some eco-tote bags I still use. Look out for calls for volunteers on Eventbrite, Meetup, or local Facebook groups. Okay, here's one of my favorites. Food giveaways at new store openings or promotions. Big supermarket chains like ALDI or even 7-Eleven sometimes give out freebies when they launch a new store. Think mini pizzas, sausage rolls, smoothies, or chips. Even petrol stations occasionally hand out free coffee on launch days. Download the 7-Eleven and Coles Express apps. Sometimes you get a freebie just for signing up. Keep your eyes open. If you see a grand opening banner, walk in like you were meant to be there. One more hidden gem: religious centers and cultural associations. Many temples, mosques, churches, and gurdwaras offer free meals either weekly or on special days. It's part of their belief in community and charity. The most famous example is the Sikh temple Langar, where anyone, regardless of religion or background, can get a free hot vegetarian meal. It's warm, welcoming, and nourishing. A true blessing. In the end, here's the truth. Australia may be an expensive country, but people are generous and waste is real. If you know where to look, you can absolutely eat for free without shame, without struggle, and sometimes even with a smile. So whether you're budgeting hard, exploring a new lifestyle, or just curious, try out one of these free food experiences. And if you do, share it in the comments. Have you ever gotten free food in Australia? Got a secret tip? Leave it below. Let's help each other out. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more real-life stories, hacks, and helpful Aussie content. See you in the next video.